You wake up, and everything feels normal. Your dog is there, right where they always are. Same eyes, same quiet presence. Nothing feels wrong. So, why does something feel off? Why do they hold your gaze just a second longer? Why do they follow you from room to room, like they're scared you might disappear? And here's the question you can't ignore. What if this isn't just another day? What if this is their goodbye? Stay with me, because by the end, you'll notice the signs almost everyone misses until it's already too late. It starts like any other morning. No alarms, no urgency, just quiet light slipping through the window. You stretch, reach for your phone, scroll without thinking, and then you hear it. The soft, familiar sound of paws against the floor, slow, steady, unhurried. They're already awake, sitting there, watching you, waiting. Their tail moves, but not the way it used to. Not fast, not excited, just a gentle sway, like they're happy. But holding something back, you smile anyway. Hey, buddy. Your voice fills the room. They tilt their head slightly, that same look you've seen 100 times before. And yet, it feels different today. You shake it off, stand up, grab the leash. Routine takes over. Everything is normal. It has to be. Outside, the air feels the same. The street hasn't changed. Same cracked sidewalk. Same passing cars. Same distant sounds of life moving forward. They walk beside you, close, closer than usual. Not pulling, not wandering ahead. Just beside you, step for step. And then they stop. You pause. Wait for the usual sniffing. But it doesn't come. They're not interested in the ground. Not in scents. Not in distractions. They're just looking. At the trees, at the sky, at the empty space in front of them. Still. Quiet. Like they're taking it all in. You call their name. Once, twice. They hear you. You know they do. But their reaction is slower, delayed. Like something has to travel a longer distance to reach them now. Eventually they move. Walk back to you. But even that feels softer. Less certain. You keep going. Because what else would you do? It's just a walk. Just another morning. Right? Back home. You unclip the leash. Set it down. You expect the usual. The quick dash to the bowl. The excitement. The sound of food hitting metal and a tail wagging like crazy. But none of that happens. They don't move. Not toward the bowl. Not toward anything. They just sit. Right there. Eyes on you. Unblinking. Calm. Too calm. You chuckle lightly. Trying to keep things easy. Getting picky now, huh? Your voice sounds normal. But something underneath it isn't. Because they don't react. Not really. No excitement. No curiosity. Just that quiet presence. That stillness. And it lingers. Not loud. Not obvious. Just a tiny shift in the air. A feeling you can't explain. A thought that barely forms. But refuses to leave. Something isn't the same. As the day goes on, the little things start to add up. At first, it's easy to ignore. Easy to explain away. But they keep happening. Again. And again. And again. They follow you more. Not in the usual way. Not playful. Not excited. There's no bouncing energy. No sudden bursts of joy. Just closeness. Constant. Quiet. Intentional. Like they need to be near you. Not for fun. Not for attention. But for something else. Something deeper. You move to the kitchen. They're right behind you. Slow steps. No sound. Just presence. You sit down. And they lower themselves right at your feet. Not curling up. Not getting comfortable. Just staying there. Still. Aware. Watching. You can feel their eyes on you even when you're not looking. And when you do look, they don't look away. That's what makes it different. They hold your gaze. Longer than usual. Long enough to make you pause. Long enough to make you wonder. You stand up. And before you even take a step, they're already there. Like they anticipated it. Like they knew. Watching. Always watching. And then it shifts. Without warning. Without reason. You walk into another room. And this time, they don't follow. You stop. Wait for the familiar sound of paws behind you. But it doesn't come. Silence. You turn around. Call their name. Once. Twice. Nothing. No movement. No response. Just quiet. A different kind of quiet. The kind that feels heavy. You walk back slowly, each step louder than it should be. And there they are. In the other room, exactly where you left them. Sitting, alone, still, too still. Their body doesn't move. Their ears don't twitch. Their tail doesn't wag. It's like time paused around them. You say their name again, softer this time. They don't react right away. Not like before. There's a delay, a gap. Like they're somewhere else for a moment. Before coming back. And when they do, they don't rush to you. They don't perk up. They just look, staring at the wall, or the floor, or something beyond it, something you can't see, something you can't understand. And that feeling, it comes back. Stronger now, heavier. Not just a thought anymore, a presence, confusion. Why are they acting like this? Concern. Is something wrong? You try to make sense of it. Run through possibilities. Maybe they're tired. Maybe they didn't sleep well. Maybe it's nothing. It has to be nothing. You force a small smile, shake your head, push the thought away. They're just tired. You say it out loud this time, like saying it makes it true, like saying it fixes something. Right? But even as the words leave your mouth, they don't feel convincing, because deep down, beneath the logic, beneath the routine, beneath everything you want to believe, you feel it. Something isn't right. And whatever it is, it's getting harder to ignore. Evening comes, and with it, a silence that doesn't feel right. The house is quiet, too quiet, not peaceful, not calm, just empty. You don't notice it at first, not fully. It creeps in slowly, between sounds, between moments. You're doing something simple. Maybe scrolling, maybe watching something you're not really paying attention to, and then it hits you. They're not there. Not in their usual spot, not curled up on the couch, not by the door waiting, not even stretched out on the floor, just gone. You sit up, listen, nothing, no soft breathing, no shifting, no nails against the floor, just silence. Your chest tightens, only a little, just enough to make you pause. You call their name, casual at first, like it's nothing, like it's routine, no response. You call again, a little louder this time, still nothing. Now something shifts, inside you, a small flicker of unease. You stand up, walk through the living room, check the kitchen, empty. Every step feels louder now, echoing. You move down the hallway, slower, more aware, more alert. You reach the bedroom, and there you find them, curled up in the corner, not in their bed, not in their usual place, a different corner, one they don't normally choose. You stop, just watch for a second, waiting for movement, for a sign, but they don't move. Not at first, they're not asleep, you can tell. Their body is still, but not resting, just existing, quietly. You kneel down, slowly, careful not to startle them. Hey. Your voice is softer now, almost cautious. They lift their head, but it takes a moment, like the motion itself requires effort. Their eyes meet yours, and something hits you, hard. It's not obvious, not something you can explain, but you feel it instantly. There's something different in their eyes, not pain, not fear, not even sadness. It's deeper than that, quieter than that. Something still, something aware, something that feels like they understand something you don't. They hold your gaze, longer than usual, long enough that it becomes uncomfortable, not because it's wrong, but because it feels final, like a moment that matters more than it should. You swallow, try to shake it off, reach your hand out slowly. They watch you the entire time, no sudden movements, no excitement, just watching. As your hand touches them, they shift, slowly, carefully. They stand up, take a step toward you, then another. Every movement feels deliberate, measured, like each step has weight. And then they lean into you, not jumping, not nudging, not asking, just leaning, pressing their body gently against yours. And you feel it, the difference. This isn't affection the way you know it. It's not playful, not casual. It's something else, something heavier. Like they need to feel you there, like they need to confirm you're real, that you're still here. You wrap your arm around them, instinctively, hold them closer. And for a moment, they don't move, they don't shift, they don't pull away. They just stay there, against you, still, breathing slowly, like they're syncing with you, like they're memorizing this moment, memorizing you, the way you feel, the way you smell, the way you exist beside them. And suddenly, that feeling returns, stronger than before. Not just unease, not just confusion, a question, louder now, clearer, impossible to ignore. Why today? Why this? Why does this moment feel so different from every other? You pull back slightly, look at them again, search their eyes for answers. But they don't give you any. They just look back, quiet, calm, knowing. And somehow, that makes it worse. Because deep down, you feel it. You just don't want to say it. Not yet. Not out loud. So instead, you sit there with them, in that quiet room, holding on to a moment you don't fully understand, while time moves forward anyway. You sit there, and your mind starts to drift. Backwards, through the day, through the week, maybe even further. You start replaying everything, small moments, tiny shifts, things you ignored, things that felt off, but not enough to question. Until now, the past few days. They weren't the same, were they? You just didn't see it. Or maybe you didn't want to. The quieter behaviour, how they stopped reacting to the little things, the doorbell, the sound of food, your voice from across the room. Not completely, just less, duller. Like the volume of their world had been turned down, and then the closeness, that constant presence, following you, sitting beside you, watching you, not asking for anything, just being there. And then, the opposite. Moments where they disappeared, slipped away into another room, chose to be alone. You remember that too. How it didn't make sense, how it felt inconsistent, confusing. You told yourself it was normal. Dogs have moods, right? But now, it doesn't feel like moods. It feels like a pattern, a quiet one, easy to miss, until you step back and see the whole picture. You remember yesterday, that moment you were doing something ordinary, scrolling, talking, existing, and they were just there, looking at you, not moving, not blinking much, just staring, for no reason, or at least no reason you understood. You even said something. Why are you looking at me like that? You laughed, but they didn't. They just kept looking. And eventually, you looked away, because it felt strange, too intense. Now that moment comes back, clearer, heavier. You remember how they hesitated before eating, something so small, so easy to dismiss. They walked to the bowl, paused, looked at it, then looked at you, like they forgot what they were doing, or like something else mattered more. You remember how they moved slower, not limping, not struggling, just slower. Like time had changed pace for them, like everything required a little more effort, a little more thought, and that feeling that they weren't fully here, like part of them was somewhere else. You felt it, you just didn't trust it. But now, sitting here, with their weight leaning into you, their eyes still on yours, you start to wonder. A question forms, quiet, uncomfortable. Do they know something you don't? Dogs don't speak, they don't explain what they feel, they don't sit you down and prepare you, but they feel, deeply. They sense changes in the environment, in your emotions, in themselves. Things we can't measure, things we don't fully understand. So, what if this isn't random? What if it's not just age, or tiredness, or mood? What if every small change, every quiet moment, every look means something? What if this is intentional, not in words, not in logic, but in feeling, in instinct, in something ancient and unspoken, and suddenly, that idea doesn't feel impossible anymore. It feels close, too close, like an answer you're not ready to accept. Here's what most people don't realise. When dogs reach their final days, their behaviour changes, not in loud, obvious ways, but quietly, subtly, psychologically. Some dogs begin to pull away, they hide, they choose corners, they spend more time alone, not because they don't love you, but because something deep inside them tells them to withdraw. An instinct, ancient, unspoken, in the wild. Animals separate themselves when their time is near. It's not sadness, it's not rejection, it's survival, echoing through generations. But then, there are dogs who do the opposite. They come closer, closer than ever before. They follow you everywhere, watch you constantly, stay near you, even when nothing is happening. Why? Because you are their safety, their home, their entire world. And when that world starts to feel uncertain, they don't run from it, they hold on to it, to you, every glance, every quiet moment, every time they sit beside you without moving. It means something. They're not just acting different, they're processing, feeling, preparing, in the only way they know how. But here's the part that changes everything. Dogs don't fear death the way we do. They don't sit there imagining the end. They don't panic about what's coming. What they feel is change, a shift, something inside them quietly slowing down. Their body, softer, their energy, fading, their world, becoming distant. And in those final days, they don't say goodbye with words. They say it with presence, with silence, with the way they stay near you, or the way they gently pull away. They look at you longer because they're taking you in, memorizing you. They follow you because to them, you are home. And sometimes they walk away, not suddenly, not coldly, but quietly, because they don't want you to see them leave. Not out of distance, but out of love, out of protection for you. And every moment you thought was just a little strange wasn't random at all. It was something deeper, something real. They weren't acting different, they weren't changing, they were saying goodbye. So now, go back to that morning, the one that felt normal, the one you didn't question, the one where they looked at you just a little longer. What if that wasn't random? What if That was the moment, the beginning of something you couldn't see yet. Because endings don't announce themselves. They don't arrive loudly, they hide. Inside ordinary days, quiet routines, soft glances you almost ignore. And now, it all feels different. So tonight, when your dog sits beside you, stay, don't rush. When they look at you, look back, really look. When they follow you, let them. Because one day, you'll replay these moments over and over, wishing you held them longer, noticed sooner. And one day, you'll understand they knew before you did. And in their own silent way, they said goodbye without ever leaving your side.